Hey everyone, KDJ here. It's the wee hours of the morning here on it's Thursday after midnight. And we're doing our KDJ quick quarterfinal picks for Class AA boys. We start at top. Number 1 seed Yorktown taking on a Fox Lane team that comes into this game, I think, a little bit more confident than people might expect. Let's start with Yorktown. Obviously, we know what they have, how dynamic this team is, how balanced they are, and really what they've done all season long to get here, and they've been very impressive. Kaden Gonzalez and the rest of this group that they have, the Billy Feeks, and this is just the most balanced and probably the most complete team. They don't, they aren't a team that's going to pound you inside with a big man, but they definitely have some pieces on the perimeter, and they have the best guards, all around. You look at this game and you say, well, Yorktown, this is Yorktown's game to lose, their championship to lose, going into this Final Four. They're here, they're back after making it last year to the semifinals, losing to a Tabazi team that goes on and wins a state championship, right? Fox Lane's a little bit better than I expected, and I watched this past week, and I got to see just how good Kevin New is. And really, when you look at this team, I mean, he was so good against Clarkstown South. This is the Clarkstown South team that came into this game thinking that, they're going to roll on the road, they're going to get a chance to go and play the number 1 seed Yorktown in the quarterfinals, and Kevin New was unstoppable in this game. I think Fox Lane is live for a possible upset. I don't think they do it. I don't think they pull off an upset. But man, I think they're going to put a little bit of a scare into Yorktown. I know that they had their regular season meeting and Yorktown won decisively. I think Fox Lane's a very different team than what they were. You know who else is a different team than what they were? Brewster, number 19 seed, going on the road and knocking off Mayapack the way that they did and doing it in dramatic fashion. I got to say, give Brewster all the credit in the world for what they did. To go on the road and to beat the number 3 seed. I think that Brewster was obviously a better team than they looked. They won 5 games in the regular season. They needed to win in the out bracket to get to the first round. They knock off a 18-win Mayapack squad, and it just goes to show you anything can happen in the postseason. And here they go now on the road to take on the 6-seeded Eastchester team that, all of a sudden, there's a lot of expectation on them to make the county center and make it to the Final Four. I think that Eastchester does win. I could see Brewster putting a little bit of a scare into the Eagles. But when I look at this Eastchester team and you look at Aiden Schultz, as long as he's healthy, he got a little banged up late in that last game against Horace Greeley. As long as he's healthy, he's out there. He's the leader of this team. Hit a big 3 late in this game. That was an double overtime win for Eastchester over Horace Greeley. I think Eastchester wins. I think it's going to be ugly, but I think Eastchester goes to the county center. They make it to the Section 1 Class AA Final Four. Our other matchups on the other side of the bracket. Let's start with Somers and Suffern. This Somers team, they're coming on strong, and this is a group that started slow. They had a lot of football players who were coming back from a state championship run in football. Now they make the transition over to basketball. They did play well early in the season, but they just couldn't win some of the games that they probably should have won late in the year. I think that they are dangerous. They go into this now as a team that, when you look at them, obviously Andrew Violante is there. Max Sullivan's back. They are a team that when I size them up and you look at Suffern is, they played a very rigorous Class AA schedule in Rockland County, but I think Somers is going to go into this. They are the better team. I think they're the more complete team. I think Somers wins. They go to the county center. They are number 3 out of our Final 4 teams. And then the game of the night, it's going to be Peekskill and Poughkeepsie. And, when the brackets came out, there was a lot of focus on, where was Scarsdale going to be, right? So Scarsdale was that 10 seed, and you thought, wow, Scarsdale's, they made it to the old AA championship last year, lost to North Rockland, goes on to win the gold ball, goes on to the state final, and you thought, well, Scarsdale's the dangerous team. Poughkeepsie really didn't have a problem with them, and they did a great job of kind of neutralizing the athleticism they have by matching with the superior athleticism that Poughkeepsie has, and now they're facing a Peekskill team that, that they should be very nervous. Upset alert here for sure. I think when you look at Peekskill and what they've accomplished this season, I just feel that they're ready. Tyrone Seawright has really done an amazing job with this team. Isaiah Jones is terrific. I think that this Peekskill team is primed and ready. Poughkeepsie is going to challenge them in ways that no other team on their entire schedule has this season, but I think that as good as Poughkeepsie is, as well coached as Poughkeepsie is with Cody Moffitt, I think that the transition game, Peekskill's going to do enough to get out. Jaden Chavis has really made a good case for himself to be Mr. Basketball in Section 1, and I think that when you look at this matchup, high-scoring game, down to the wire, I think Peekskill wins it. Peekskill will be our 4th team going to the county center. I don't feel good, honestly, about any of these picks, but it's going to be a fun quarterfinal Thursday in Section 1. I'm losing track of days. I'm losing track of time, but 4 teams headed to the county center after Thursday's matchup. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.